One thing I noticed, because I looked at reading, math, and science, in every one of these variables, the magnitude of the impact is greatest in science. That is quite consistent with research that I did last year that says of all the areas where we're closing the equity gap, science is leading the way. That never even occurred to me, friends, and I'm still not sure why, except I think I'm getting close to it. One reason is that a lot of wealthy parents do reading at home, and that helps to explain the reading gap between wealthy and poor parents, but hardly anybody is doing Boyle's Law at bedtime. Nobody's doing the periodic table of the elements. Science, I'd never thought about the science teachers in this room being a key to unlocking the equity gap, but science is where we're finding the greatest impact of improved teaching strategies on all student achievement. Assignment of teachers based on need. Well, of course we assign teachers on student need, don't we? You tell me. Oh, you're brand new to our school? You don't have a math degree? I'll give you 38 kids who can't add, subtract, multiply, and divide and ask you to teach them algebra. Oh, you've been here for 38 years and you've got multiple degrees or a Master of Classroom Management. I'll give you 14 economically advantaged kids for AP Calculus. Sound reasonable? Happens all the time. We have traditions, we have bargaining agreements, and we have just downright prejudice that has people who move farther and farther and farther away from kids who need them. Now, some people will say, well, Doug, that's just a perk of the job. I've been here long enough. I've earned my way out of having to deal with difficult kids. If you believe that, let me show you the reaction. Here is what happens. When I assign teachers based upon preference, experience, and tradition, I cut my scores in half. When I assign based upon student needs, it is twice that. This is completely consistent with independent research done at the University of Pennsylvania, completely consistent with independent research done at EdTrust, independent research done by Linda Darling-Hammond at Stanford. When we focus teacher quality on kids who need us, it matters. And I am just bedeviled by why we can't do that. Now, please, as in so many areas of life, learn from Massachusetts' mistakes. We thought, well, we'll just bribe them. We'll bribe them. After all, teachers are always economically incentivized because we know when they're thinking about money, they think, gee, elementary ed, investment banking. Elementary ed, investment banking. I just can't decide. I'll go into elementary ed. And so based upon that, we assume economic incentives work. And you want to know what happened in Boston? When we had $20,000 incentives for people to go to our poorest schools, more than half the teachers left after 2 years and gave bonuses back. Why? Safety, number one reason. 87% of departing teachers said, I won't stay here for more money. Safety, time, respect. I'll always argue for more money for you, but you will not solve this problem with money alone. We need, as teachers, safety, time, respect, non-economic incentives as well. And look at this. You want better scores in science, you better put our most qualified science teachers based upon the needs of your students, or we will not make it happen.